Hello, hello. Welcome back. It is Dana. We are here doing Peaky Blinders Season 6, Episode 5, The Road to Hell. This is the penultimate episode of the series. So, this is it, my friends. This episode and the next episode, and then we're done. I have no idea how we got here. But I will complain about it more in the next episode. So, that said, last episode, we had Tommy going and killing the woman who he thought was responsible for the curse on Ruby. In the interim, we find that the meeting at Tommy's house has taken place. It's Jack and Diana and Mosley and Captain, whatever, the woman from the IRA, Captain Swing is there, along with Tommy. Essentially, they want proof that Tommy is like all in on the cause. He does whatever the hand gesture is, and then Jack's like, okay, given all the stuff that's happening, you're totally fine to take your stuff and move it through South Boston. It's all good there. The sort of fascism Nazi movement is starting to sort of pick up, and some Nazis threw a brick through Ada's window because her daughter is now half black, and it's like, we don't want black people here, the brick note or whatever. So then Carl comes in and he's like, we should just get rid of her. She's causing all these issues. They're going to separate us and send her to Africa. And Ada's like, never told you because it didn't seem relevant, but now it does. But BT dubs, you're half Jewish. So if they're sending somebody who's half black to Africa, they're sending you to Egypt. So, not so great things happening there. The other thing that happened is, Tommy has finally opened the letter from the doctor that Lizzie brought her at the beginning of the episode, and I don't remember, but something happened also prior to that. Make a long story short, he opens it up, meets with his doctor. He's got tuberculoma? I think I said that properly. Which is sort of like cancer, but not really like cancer. And and he's got like less than 18 months to live. Also, I'm assuming it's this episode, Mosley and Diana and Jack, I think, and Gina are all going to meet with the Germans, and Tommy essentially has blackmailed Gina into her telling him what's going on. And also, by the way, she now knows that Tommy knows that something, that Michael is sort of like planning something against him, essentially. That was a really, 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 really quick recap, but I really, really want to watch this episode, so that's all you're going to get for this time. So, here we go. Peaky Blinders, Season 6, Episode 5, The Road to Hell. Let's do it. I'm so anxious. Oh, God. Like, there's not enough time, it doesn't feel like, to wrap up everything that needs to be done in 2 more episodes. Plus, I forgot all about this. There's not time to add that in.
Jack says a few more weeks.
Yeah, he really needs to get out, and he needs to get out soon.
Stay for 2 weeks. I'll write Linda another letter.
Oh, I forgot all about that. I forgot about Linda, but he hasn't been clean for 2 weeks, I don't think. Right? This has the feel of a opening of season 1 or 2 episodes as opposed to this season. Right? All the kids watching him, it feels like season 1. I mean, what's gonna happen if he has a seizure at the wrong time or something?
I only
only gave the opium to your brother because he gave me big trouble. He attacked my wife.
I'm sorry, is that what I think it
I'd like a
is?
pot of green tea, please.
Did he just bring dynamite in here? Or did I not see that properly?
It's taken me 10 years to build this business.
Business will be safe if you do what I say.
Maybe you
How
shouldn't
much opium do you have in your cellar?
light things next to the dynamite.
£5.
4 minutes against the clock.
I wonder if he really does have 5 pounds down there, or if it's more and he's gonna try to keep some for himself. She should just run. Nah, he would just come after her. Wow, that was quick.
It is my duty to take responsibility for the welfare of my
Mr. Shelby, the
constituents.
clock is still ticking.
Consumption of opium is very prejudicial to health. Women give it to their children, so they... From now on, you will sell only cigarettes, cake, and tea.
Yes,
If I hear that you're selling
absolutely.
opium again,
Yes, I understand. I will stop. Mr. Shelby, the clock is still ticking.
I think he knows.
be no more opium and small leaf. One in Bordsley.
So is he gonna leave it somewhere and let it explode so they know it's real? Like blowing up the opium itself?
你瞧，我说了吧，不是真的假的。
I mean, I believed it was real. How you feel now? Pretty
Let
stupid?
it through now. There's any further trade in powder. There will be no more Montague Street. I'll have it demolished and replaced by apartments. By order of the Birmingham Urban District Council.
So he's really setting up, I think, like for his family to be okay once he's gone. Or he also wants Arthur to be okay before he goes.
Gas explosion or
What?
right? Well, it would be nice if just one thing could happen in Birmingham that wasn't our fault.
Oh,
Gathered
she's
you all
not
here today.
happy. Are you going to tell them?
I'd like to welcome Finn's new wife, Mary, to the family.
Oh my god, how is Finn old enough to have a wife?
Right. Well, I'm very...
I guess it's not about him. I was not expecting this.
This here is Erasmus. Nobody calls me that. I call him Duke. This is my son. His mother died on the road. Up until now, never tried to find him.
Because you didn't know he existed.
A child is a precious thing.
Like, Lizzie,
So I'm bringing him.
20 years ago.
snap of his fingers.
Like, it's not his fault, Lizzie. A. B. Was 20 years ago. You weren't even here.
There's some mistakes I've made. I can never address. Some I can. Some things I can try to heal.
New wounds you can open up.
There you go. Shelby breakfast for you, Sean.
I don't drink. And I'm not Shelby. I'm a Duke.
Arthur, open up the shop. With the kid here on the blackboard writing up the odds.
I can't write.
Put the kid here on the blackboard, wipe it off the chalk.
I mean, it doesn't seem out of character for Tommy not to tell anybody what's going on with him. But I feel like I'm gonna, like I feel like I'm just gonna be waiting on pins and needles for it to come out. And I'm really wondering what's going on with Duke. Like, there's gotta be a reason they pulled him in right now.
And then you can't read. You can't fucking write. Nothing wrong with that. What can you do? I can tell the time.
All right.
You can tell the time. Ain't that clever?
Oh, Arthur, let's not do
What
this.
time is it, Mr. Shelby? That's what I can do. You little bastard.
is a weird camera angle. Huh. I didn't really expect to see her this episode.
Is there forgiveness in your heart for Arthur Shelby?
He looks tired.
No,
Well, shouldn't there be? Isn't that what your God tells you to do?
but there may be forgiveness from God.
And you will do God's work.
I mean, in order to keep Arthur
So tell me this, Linda.
in line when he's gone, he might need Linda.
Is God interested in me? Or in my money? Perhaps he would like me to make a donation to your foundation. In return, to help my brother on his road to redemption. I will write your foundation a cheque for £10,000.
Praise the Lord.
If you agree to look kindly on Arthur and to help him.
Well,
I need to look after everyone in the family.
especially now.
But I'm only agreeing to help him. Not to sleep with him.
God bless.
I mean, he knew exactly how to get to her because he has done this before with her. Right? She lets a lot of things slide as long as she's getting paid from them.
Apologies for the initial misunderstanding.
My brother dealt with it. For the care you took.
Even though I succumbed to temptation.
Another reason my brother, he spoke to him.
As a comrade.
The beating is still out to you.
You still do that kind of work yourself, Thomas Shelby MP.
Soon there will be a shipment of Thompson submachine guns coming here from Boston. I need you to unload and store those weapons. Yeah, have a good look. And I need you to take better care of the guns and ammunition than you do to the powder. Understand? I'm
And
considering shifting my supply line to Liverpool.
I see.
You'll be a very rich man. Don't you ever say thank you?
He hasn't even said yes yet.
Thank you. The way you keep all this going.
For the gratitude?
That's what people say thank you.
Want to know why I've carried on? All these years.
Because when you tried to stop, you lost your
So I do
mind.
this. And then do this. Junk doesn't even come close.
So it's about the power.
Soon, when my last bit of business is done, I will indeed be an ordinary mortal man.
And will be very short-lived.
We've got a problem with the referee. He's not taking the money. He's fucking religious or something.
This, they said to him,
I don't think Arthur should be in charge of anything right now.
to bring against him.
This referee is threatening to go to the police.
Jesus! Bent down.
We don't need your Bible right
One
now.
finger.
People are laughing at you. So, I just found our holy referee again. So he literally just told me to fuck off.
Is that right? You don't know.
No. Does anybody even care? Billy doesn't even know what's happening.
No, Jesus were on the ground. He bent down. With one
What should we do?
bring me the fucking referee.
I'm a little afraid that Arthur's just gonna, like, forgive him. Because maybe that's what Jesus wrote on the ground. Like, he's becoming too soft, maybe. I think she's still mad at him, though.
I know she's here with us.
And now Duke.
I thought it'd be good if we were in a different place.
Like where?
I hate that house now.
Oh, I guess they're not in the house.
Blow it all.
I mean, Tommy just had a bomb, so maybe he could.
There was a time when we'd say nothing afterwards because we didn't have to say anything. Now we've got nothing left to say.
There's business.
It's always business.
The American. He's coming to Birmingham.
You mean
He's staying with
Jack?
us tomorrow night. And then we have to make a move. Do you want to know what that move is, Lizzie?
yes? Well, I do. So tell her anyway.
Your book of regrets. And I'm on there. I'm on the list. On the very top of the list.
Did you read it?
Yes, you are.
Is it because you regret
I regret marrying you,
causing her pain?
because I put you through so much.
Mm-hmm.
Put you through all of this. When you married me, you married a man and you married a curse. You have shared my fate.
But I feel like she knew
That's my regret.
what she was getting into. I know I've said that before about Grace, but I feel very much like these people who get involved know what's going on.
I love you.
You sound like you're ticking a fucking box and I don't know what's inside the box. Never have you let me in.
That's very, very true. I mean, even now, he's not letting her in. Even now, he knows this tremendous thing that the very first person he should run to and tell is his wife, and he has not told her. I mean, I know, I shouldn't say that, but he's probably doing it because he thinks he's sparing her from having to, like, live with the feeling of knowing that, but still.
Oh, this is him, is it? You're the one that likes to be fucking difficult, eh?
This man pointed a gun at me.
Oh, in there?
Yeah.
Well, let's find the place, eh?
Reports of a man with a revolver on Watery Lane.
There you go. You asked for Inspector Moss.
Did he just figure that out? I feel like he
You
did.
see that? That's his betting credit with us. He makes a lot of money from football matches.
Oh no, what's gonna happen?
You give a penalty to Birmingham City in the final minute. And Birmingham City will win 1-0. All you gotta do is...
Blow the whistle. It's a terrible whistle.
I wonder if the police won't listen, I'll go to the newspapers.
You're gonna be
I'm
dead
not
before
afraid.
you leave the room, buddy. You should be.
I'm leaving.
We're not going fucking nowhere.
It's time one of us stood up to you people.
Well, maybe you should be a little more
I'm not
afraid.
afraid.
Have some self-preservation.
Do a bad thing.
I
I've seen
respect
too many bad
that.
things.
I respect that you won't do a bad thing, but you should be afraid. Oh no, is he gonna lose his eyes?
In the bleak midwinter.
Holy Mary, Mother of God.
You've been in the family long enough. Yeah. It's time for you to get blooded.
Nothing you can't.
I can't be that man on the knees. You've determined like to die, Billy. What one? How did you? You'll come in here,
How can you force somebody to do this?
Sorry.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. Somebody better grab him.
Enough. All right. Come on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. These are the people that you hang out with. Either you kill him or we kill you.
You're bloody now, Billy. You're not going to heaven no more. I won't let you in.
Why would you tell him this? Why would you make it worse in this moment? I mean, it feels very much like it's the episode before last. This dude's totally expendable. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he died. Oh.
Who the fuck are you? You're the informant inside the Shelby organization. And who the fuck I am is the man you now work for. I'm about to give you an instruction. You do as I say, you stay a man.
Oh.
Fail. What would you say? My associates are gonna take care of Thomas Shelby, and you are gonna give us up his brother, Arthur.
Yes, fucking yes, please.
Only information leading to the murder of Arthur Shelby will save you from an Italian death.
Okay, so did... God, and what do you do? Oh, I don't know. I guess... I don't know. Did Gina talk to him? Like, what happens? Oh, God. Oh, anybody's expendable at this point. Although I have seen Arthur, like, stay alive and kill people high and drunk. And here's Linda. Oh, God. Well, maybe she'll end up dead, too? And does he think he's hallucinating?
I think we should pray.
Are you Catholic now, Linda?
You're Catholic. Quakers don't pray.
Shot full of...
Given enough money
Shot full of holes.
to Linda, I feel like she would totally give up Arthur.
Digging for the words will help clean your soul.
Okay.
I'll begin it.
The sins of my youth, the sins of my age, the sins of my soul,
I don't think I know this prayer. I know the name,
Sins of my body.
but
the sins I have concealed for so long, for so long.
oh God, I thought the house was getting lit on fire. Now I'm gonna be anxious every time Arthur's on screen. Like, I'm not already anxious enough.
Caught him stealing a car. And he's got a stack of cash from the betting shop. Steal from who you want. Don't steal from me. Get a train to wherever the fuck you want to go. Get out.
I don't ride trains.
Not a fact.
Well, then walk.
Why do you want to leave?
You just told him to leave.
I didn't take to that work in the betting shop.
Get me dad's old four-wheeled wagon and 2 strong ponies.
To be fair, if my first day at work I watched them kill a man, it probably wouldn't be where I wanted to work either.
You want to know the truth about yourself?
There's a curse on you too? Good.
That's spring, and that'll be fair. Your mother stole my watch and chain. You're from a long line of thieves. The watch had the words Saxon Shore carved in it. Stole it myself.
That means something to
I
him, I'm
imagine she
guessing.
told you your dad was the Duke of the Saxon Shore. Well, I'm the Duke. It was my watch. I'm your father. But no doubt found out, he shot me in the chest with a squirrel gun.
The hell's a squirrel gun? There's gotta be more to him being here, right?
Esme tells me the spirits favor you. That the spirit is in you.
Maybe that's
She
why.
tried to sell me like one of those horses, didn't she?
Hurry! Hurry up!
It's very
Remember that
unusual
watch?
to call Curly and not have him come, like, running
Oh, yeah.
immediately.
She used to wear it over her heart. We
Not-
buried it with her.
Not the story I guess you were told.
Fix wagons here. Good families come from the New Forest. Get their wagons fixed. Fresh horses before the fairs.
Maybe this is more your style.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it here. I like it better than that betting shop. People piss me off. There are a lot of people in that betting shop.
Yeah, and I watched the murderer dude.
So far.
Charlie and Curly. The rest is dogs and horses. Curly is half horse himself. There's work here for the man who knows horses.
I want to remain completely unknown.
Well, you'd be in the right place for that as well. No one knows anyone here.
Where would I stay?
Where would you like to stay?
Stables. Now the Finn is married off. Plenty of girls around here. Fathers are mostly unarmed. I have a future for you, Duke. Our business has two sides. Light and dark.
Which one are you?
And I'm dark. Come on.
I've realised we don't get to choose which one we are. Dark knows dark. And my affairs, both light and dark. We'll need settling soon. Put some petrol in the boat. Have to meet a lady in Solihull.
Is that quick little scene there enough for me to feel like there was reason for him to be here? Not sure yet.
Step on, have a look inside.
Ooh,
Well,
those are
response.
cute
Nicholas
shoes.
Trust. About building charitable housing. And two sides along the canal. I have the permission. Just need the finance.
You don't have money?
Hinged.
You have plenty of
I
money.
understand you still have your support might help them make their decision. Will you help me?
Booked a suite in a hotel a mile from here. My chauffeur will take us there. Oswald has fucked your wife, so my suggestion is about balance and proportion. It would be only fair.
Can I assume I have your support?
We have important work ahead of us.
So,
It's much
She's
harder to
on
lie
this
with
side?
your body than with your... Mostly I do whatever I want to do. Sometimes I do things for the cause. In this case, it's both.
wait, what
Come.
side is she on? It would really suck if he had a seizure while he was in bed with somebody who wasn't his wife. Because, I mean, health-wise, he seems mostly fine.
In the interests of absolute clarity, that is simply the English aristocracy's way of shaking hands.
So that means that he's got her support? What? I mean, they lingered on the wedding ring before that, but was he simply sleeping with her to get her to finance this? And he feels bad that he had to do it because he loves Lizzie? Oh, don't go in any tunnels. It's a bad idea for you, baby. Oh my god. Well, I take it back. I guess his health's not so great right now. Oh my my god. Man, this really, really hits hard after watching him for 6 seasons be so, like, together and always being the smartest person in the room and always being 16 steps ahead of everyone else. It is so hard to watch this. I don't know why that just made me jump.
If you do this thing, the possibility of war, you have to consider.
It was the ambitions and strategies of one man that caused this.
And one of you will die.
Oh, Jesus. Is this show gonna end with him stuck in
You
prison?
leave early to catch the first train to Liverpool. Yes?
Yep.
So we eat early, finish early. Have you got new secrets?
Always.
New business at hand. There are some things that I cannot share.
I mean, if he could tell you, then he would be sharing them.
Painkillers.
Yep.
What pain?
Welcome to my life.
Lizzie.
When you're ready, I want you to tell me everything.
I don't know that he'll ever be ready
It's
for
like the
that.
clock stopped ticking and I'm waiting for the bomb to explode.
That's probably what he's doing too.
When I know everything, I will tell you everything.
What else is there to know that you don't know now? What even are you looking for? You're like really
Oh, no, Gina's
pushing
run
her
wild.
away.
You see, Harrods, dope, amphetamines, and lords and ladies, you know, the whole English aristocracy thing. Fuck wine. Whiskey. Shelby, you having whiskey?
Be a little nicer.
You see, the thing with England, the currency here, it's not money. You got bored of money a long time ago. The currency here, it's blood. Blood here is like wine, like vintage wine in that bottle. It's the label. It's
Okay.
the terroir. It's the grape that makes the wine. Who fucking cares about the... You fucking smash the glass. You spill the blood, and you spend their currency to get what you want. When you come to America, I will show you things.
You're going to America.
Sounds like.
To collect payment for the shipment. I need to do it myself.
Michael will be there to watch his back.
Huh. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Tommy.
$5 million, Mrs. Shelby. It's worth a little cruise, don't you think?
Didn't you just get done saying that nobody cares about money?
$1 million, Mr. Nelson. And that is a legacy.
To leave
And when I come back,
to the family.
I will know everything.
So that
You are a
means
man with a bright and glittering
Lizzie is
future.
gonna sort of be okay with it. Because once he gets back.
Were you expecting more guests?
I'm anxious.
Excuse me.
I don't want him to be alone with Lizzie. I don't like that either.
We were on our way to my constituency in Smethwick. I heard our American friend was in Birmingham and he was coming here.
So you just invited yourselves in?
came to-
Alright, well Lizzie still seems...
It isn't that I wasn't sure Mr.
Fine.
Shelby would give you an...
It is remarkable how quickly our relationships have developed.
Oh, sure.
So many triangles in this room. Everyone, except for Mr. Nelson, is the point of a triangle.
What does that mean?
I have confirmation that the future of Europe is in the hands of men like yourselves.
What's
A
happening?
2-week visit may have changed the course of history. We all got what we wanted.
And I got what I have wanted from the moment I set eyes on it.
And what is that?
Elizabeth, you are a very lucky woman to have each day what I have only sampled once.
Wait. I really didn't realize that that was her before. I thought that was somebody completely different. I mean, I know what she said. The problem was I forgot that Oswald's name was Oswald.
We have told you many times, if you were to seek power in these days of shiny magazine, sooner or later you will have to find a spouse who's more suitable.
Yes, you did say that repeatedly.
A woman.
I heard you.
She doesn't deserve you, Mr. Shelby.
So you decided to implode his marriage. That's nice. I guess
You know, the thing is, Mosley,
he's having whiskey now.
you're right.
About what?
You're
She
right,
doesn't deserve me. Yeah. She deserves so much better.
Truth is, I belong here at this table with fuckers like you. She doesn't. I just want to hear. Could there be a sadder ending? Right?
I mean, how are they feeling about that? He basically just called them all assholes and said he's one of them. And they don't seem to think that. They think they're all like God's gift to the world.
I'm here on behalf of your wife, Gina, and Jack Nelson. Mr. Nelson's prepared to get you out of here. But first he needs an answer to a question.
Okay.
If the answer is yes, you'll be released.
Alright, this seems fairly easy, right?
I've consulted my mother.
Mother's dead.
That's not the point.
Nevertheless, I've consulted her. And yes, when I'm released, it is my intention to kill Tommy Shelby.
Oh, I figured that was the case, right?
He's a god, he's a man, he's a good.
Alright. So, that is the penultimate episode. Now, I was very surprised that that question that he had to answer at the end of the episode was about Tommy. I really thought it was going to be something like crazy, like, are you willing to divorce Gina or something? Because I thought it would be like something where Michael wasn't sure if the answer would be what Jack wanted to hear or not. But apparently it's just what we thought was going to happen all along, which is a little unexpected, I think. But, alright, so this episode, we had, oh god, alright, so Linda's back. Okay, let's back up just a little bit. Tommy, it seems like, is trying to set everyone up as much as he can because he knows what's going on with him. He knows that he's dying, so he's trying to figure out how he can get Arthur on track. So he went to the Chinese people, and he's like, you can't sell your drugs. And then he went to Linda, and he's like, here's a bunch of money for your foundations. You got to help Arthur, because we sort of know that Linda's somebody who can sort of keep Arthur on the straight and narrow. And Tommy's going to need somebody who can do that when he's gone. Also, we had, oh my gosh, we had so much stuff. I did not know, and again, I feel like such an idiot, but I didn't realize somehow that Diana was Diana when they were on the boat and he's like, I need financing. I 100% did not realize that was her, and I feel like such an idiot right now. But apparently that makes sense to me now, so much more sense because after she said to him, like, my husband has had sex with your wife, and I thought her, but then I thought, no, well, who else was it? Because that's not her, but now I feel like an idiot. But, so obviously, she couldn't wait to tell Lizzie that, which is such bullshit, right? Like, that was like, she couldn't wait to. That was like the first thing she said when she got into the room. But I'm getting way ahead of myself again because, so let's go back again because there's just so much going on. So here's the other thing. So Tommy introduces Duke, his son, to them all, and Lizzie's like, what the fuck? We don't need any more of this shit. And I was very much like, I'm with her. Like, we don't need anything else. What is happening that you feel the need to throw this in, like, now? what is it? It's got to serve some purpose if we're jamming it into this episode when there's already so much that has to be taken care of in the next 2 episodes, or only 1 now, but I'm like, he has to be here for something. And then it was just like, so Tommy sends him to the betting shop, and he has to watch Billy kill the referee who wouldn't agree to fix the bets. So Duke also saw that, and he's like, yeah, I don't want to hang out in there. So he like sets him up like with Curly and the horses in the junkyard or whatever, or the scrap metal yard, and he's like, why are you doing this? And he's like, well, you already have a son. And Tommy's like, yeah, but there's the light part and the dark part. So is that really what it is? Like, is he trying to like rectify both sides of himself? Could that really be all it is? Because it feels like it needs to be something else, doesn't it? I don't know. Like, it just doesn't seem like enough to have that be such an integral part of what's happening right now. But I definitely, could be wrong. And shortly after I was talking about how Tommy's like seems pretty healthy in this episode, he immediately has like a hallucination, and it was horrific, like a horrific hallucination. And speaking of like horrific hallucinations, we also got to see Michael consulting with Polly about, the whole there's going to be a war and one of you are going to have to die. And it seems like he's decided that the one who's going to die is going to be Tommy, which it is, but maybe not at the hands of Michael. I don't know about that part yet. But apparently we didn't get to find out anything, I don't think, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong and just forgot already, about the meeting with the Germans that Gina was supposed to be at and then report back to Tommy about. Maybe we'll get that next episode. I mean, I feel like we have to. I don't think they would have made a big deal about that and then not had anything come of it. But also, so Jack was like, all right, so I'm definitely saying this all out of order, but it just keeps, I'm all jumbled up right now. But after they killed the referee at the betting shop, Billy, who killed him, was in like a sauna or something. And then Jack came and was like, listen, you're going to essentially help me kill, like, I'm going to kill Tommy. You're going to help me give up Arthur somehow. And when he went to protest, he had like a metal wire or a garrote or something, and he was like wrapping it around his balls and like squeezing them, and he was threatening essentially to like, cut his balls off if he didn't, work with him. And it was a horrific scene. It really was. But now I have to be concerned, like, for the entire next episode, like, oh God, I don't know. I'm anxious. Like, there's only 1 episode left. Half the people are like in dire straits. There's not nearly enough time to wrap up what's like Tommy's like main plans. He's got 18 months, maybe, potentially, but only 1 episode in which to do a million things. And I'm really concerned that maybe the whole next episode is going to be like 20 years in the future or something, and we're just going to get like little hints of maybe what happened, which I really don't want. But I cannot figure out how in the world they could have 1 more episode and wrap up and figure out all of the things that have to be done. I have no idea how it's possible. I almost to the point where like I have checked multiple times to see if there was another episode somewhere, because I just don't see how it's possible. But it seems like it's going to have to be, because there is only 1 more. And all of these loose ends are still flying out and about. We have Tommy and the whole fascism party. How is he going to stop it? We've got him dying. We've got Michael in jail who's coming out and wants to kill him. We have Ada and her kids who are both, one's half black and one's half Jewish. We have Lizzie getting like thrown out of the meeting of evil super assholes because she's not evil and assholey enough to be in it. So what's going to happen with her and Tommy's relationship? We've got Arthur, who's still completely addicted, but Linda's here trying to get him off of it, but he's also gonna... but also, we have to worry about him being given to Jack. Like, there's just too many things to wrap up, I feel like, in one episode. And I'm very concerned that it won't get done well or properly. However, for everything that this show has given me, I should not really be concerned. I mean, they have never steered me wrong. They have never given me anything less than incredible TV. So I guess I should just trust that it's going to be fine and trust that it's all I'm going to walk away satisfied. And I'm going to stop it there, even though I'm anxious about it. And that's all I'm going to do for today. So hopefully you had a good time. I certainly did, no matter how anxious I may be. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!